Welcome to the reading room of the Steve Storytime Sanctum. Time for another Metzgerhund Retreat character introduction reading. This one is for the band's drummer and unofficial bouncer and enforcer, Jason Tantus. Except for some of the stuff Jason does in the name of Metzgerhund, is it truly unofficial? Is it freelance? Is it planned? By the way, Billy gave Jason the title of Emperor's left-hand man. Marinate on that thought for a few seconds. Jason Tantus was in his aggressive, happy place. He sat at the very edge of his favorite couch inside the family's screened back porch, playing a fragile and undersized toy electronic drum set. One of the cymbals was cracked. The floor tom was lying on its side with one of the legs broken from the excessive pounding. The snare drum didn't sound quite right either, he noticed. "Why are you playing a toy you outgrew when you were 10? Janelle, his supposed twin sister, walked onto the porch, wheeling a scratched and battered dirt bike. Jason stopped playing and glared at his sister. "What are you doing with that?" "Mom wants this piece of junk out of the living room." "Why?" "Dad was okay with it being there." "But you're going to be gone all summer. Mom wants it out of the way." Jason and Janelle were definitely twins, but hardly anybody believed it. Jason inherited his dad's size and strength, his much darker skin tone, and his unfortunate tendency to lose his composure when he gets worked up about something. Janelle, on the other hand, inherited everything from her mom, including her much lighter skin tone, her sarcastic tongue, and especially her petite frame and underpowered muscles. She was struggling to keep the dirt bike upright. "Leave it against the wall," Jason said. "I'll take it with me." "You're taking your drums and your weight bench and your dirt bike? When are you going to have time to do your job?" Jason showed his sister a huge teethy grin. "No idea." "You don't plan on doing any work while you're there, do you?" "Only when the manager is watching. I'm going there to get ready for the Battle of the Bands. And to do a lot of swimming." "We have a pool here." "And to get a killer tan." "You don't need a tan." "And to score some one-night stands." "You're disgusting." Jason bolted out a loud, cackling laugh. "Did you guys really take that summer job to play music all summer?" "Yep. The only thing I want is to help Metzgerhund get ready for the Battle of the Bands. The Emperor thought that getting out of town during the summer break was our best shot at doing that." Janelle turned her head to look out the screen window and down the hill. Within seconds, her posture slumped. "That's not the only reason you guys are leaving town, is it?" she said with a more subdued tone. Jason turned his head in the same direction. Even with the full June foliage, he could still see the yellow police tape surrounding their dad's woodworking shop at the bottom of the hill. The punched-out windows and smoke stains on the walls was the part Jason had to turn his eyes from. "Everyone in the band keeps saying there are too many distractions here in town," Jason said, as if it were nothing more than our neighbors reporting us for breaking the noise ordinance. "I've been telling them since we started Metzgerhund that the bands around here don't play nice. They spend more time striking out at the bands who are doing better than them than they do getting better themselves. Now, after what happened to Dad's work shed, the guys are finally starting to believe me." Jason stopped himself from saying anything else. There were things about the night his dad's woodworking shed got torched that he didn't want to deal with, to the point where he was telling himself to forget all about the entire incident. "That's the reason I'm playing this busted-up toy set. In a couple more hours, we'll be at our new summer retreat, and I can take my real set out of hiding." Janelle looked back at the toy set and laughed. "You really did take out your frustrations." I understand that, but you seriously need to work on your... Jason began playing a cadence of rapid-fire blast beats. Janelle glared back at her brother. Jason stopped playing. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were still talking. Janelle's frown grew deeper. You did that on purpose. Why are you getting on my case about the way I drum? It's not just your drumming, you... Jason started playing again. Janelle huffed and stormed off the patio. Jason stopped, and his arms went limp by his sides. His sister's concerns were legit, whether he wanted to admit it or not. And he loved her for showing such concern. Except, it was his aggression that made him the drummer he was. And since so many of his fellow teens kept claiming he was the perfect drummer for adding that extra dose of energy into Metzgerhund's music, he saw no reason to calm down now. Even if he had to draw from unpleasant situations to make that happen. If that excerpt piqued your interest, I invite you to check out the entire Metzgerhund Retreat series, all 10 novellas. You can find the link in the description below. And while you're here, if you could do me the great favor, please, of helping me make friends with the YouTube algorithm. Like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you next time. Thanks.